Welcome back. A quick video about Language Paper 2, Question 3. Previous video, hopefully you watched, was on Question 5 and Question 4. Question 3 is pure language analysis, like Question 2 on Paper 1. You know, that little box where you did 8 pieces of analysis, up to 8 for 8 marks. This is 12 marks. It's quite a chunk of marks. If you do the paper backwards, if you give yourself 1.5 minutes per mark rather than wasting 15 minutes reading the text and then halfway through a question going, God, I've got to read it again. Why did I do that? If you do that, you've got 18 minutes with normal time. You've got about 22 minutes with extra time. So that's a decent amount. You should be aiming for something like 10 quotes, 10 bits of analysis. Then the writer states this quote, full stop. This imagery, this powerful adjective, this simile suggests. Analyze it. Don't use the same language from the quote in your analysis. Say something else. It's got to be a synonym. It's got to be, what does the language mean? If the word is dazzling, sparkling, then that word has connotations of light and joy and excitement, suggesting how the person feels about this moment. You don't repeat the word. You say what that word makes you think of. Okay. Now, there's evidence that you get marks every time you explain something, as in you analyze something, and there are also marks for quality of your writing. So if you add a little bit of extra thought on every other quote, every third quote, just to go a little deeper, do 2 bits of analysis, suggest how this connects to an emotion in the person in the story, in the extract, you get more marks. Okay, you look at the mark scheme, it doesn't say 8 pieces of analysis equal 8 marks. It talks about the quality. It shows an example of some analysis and some extra thought. So do that, do both. But if you're not sure about that, the more analysis you do, the more marks you get. Okay, now quickly, that's question 3. Just do that. It's analysis. Just whiz through. Do as much as you possibly can. What was I going to say? Extra time and rest breaks. If you're doing the paper backwards, you should try and allow for a break, if you have rest breaks, obviously, every half an hour. See what it's like. Look back at your mock exams and try and remember what it felt like to work for 45 minutes, 1 hour straight. Did you take a rest break when you were tired? In which case, it's too late. Too late to make the best of it. Preempt that you're going to feel tired. Preempt that you're going to get foggy. If you do the paper backwards, give yourself a rest in the middle of it. Half an hour. You've got an hour. You've got 55 minutes, actually, if you have extra time to do that. Persuasive writing questions. So give yourself a break in the middle. Give yourself a break afterwards. Give yourself a break after question 4, and then the rest of the paper, you should be fine. Okay, but plan it out. It's like they say about thirst. Your body is already craving water by the time you notice you're thirsty. You should be constantly hydrating yourself. I know that sounds a bit wishy-washy, but the same is with your brain. By the time you've noticed that you are tired and you are foggy, your brain has been going, help me, for the last 10 minutes. Get ahead of that so that you don't need so long to recover. Okay, think about it. Work it out. I've worked with people already this exam season and they said it worked. It worked for me. It can be complicated with timings of questions, but half an hour or just roughly in the middle of an hour-long persuasive writing is not that difficult to manage. And a break after it, and a break after question 4, which is roughly half an hour with extra time, then you're away, aren't you? Okay. Please like and subscribe. Question 2 is a tricky one. I'm gonna do a video on that tomorrow, and that's it, really. The best thing to do is practice writing these answers out. Watch the news for question 5. Look at the AQA Language website and look at the types of questions they've asked and think, how would I answer that? How would I take the keywords? How would I turn that into an essay plan? What else would I write? Think about opposites. If it's about people doing without, then talk about the people who have too much, and vice versa. If it's about mega millionaire sports stars, talk about the poor people who want to play football too, who want to do athletics too. If it's about stardom, talk about complete lack of stardom. If it's about anything where you can think of a job or an experience or someone's personal experience of these things, then jot it down and write about it. If you do it with any level of emotive language, you're going to get marks for it. This is how you fill the page. I realise I'm talking about question 5, but if you get question 5 anywhere near right, you're doing very well. Okay, so listen to me. Practice these things. Don't go into that exam on Friday and go, really wish I'd thought about this before. Practice, 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 practice. Okay, thanks for listening.